So today we're going to be doing problems involving intervals. And so let's dive right into it. In the first example, we have trees as our object that are going to be divided into intervals. They are to be planted along a road that is 40 meters long. So this entire road that those trees are being planted on is 40 meters. And the distance between every two trees is 8 meters. So how many trees can be planted if both ends of the road are to be planted with trees? So this problem, we need to remember a general rule. Whatever object or number we are dealing with that is divided into intervals, that number is always going to be the number of intervals plus 1. So to find how many intervals there will be, we simply take the amount of distance that we have to plant trees and see that how much distance is going to be used between each tree. That gives us 5 intervals. With 5 intervals, you have to remember to put 5 here, and we know the number of objects is going to be 6. So we are able to plant 6 trees in 5 intervals. Let's go to our next problem. So this one, lamp posts are to be placed along a road, and the distance between 2 lamp posts is 10 meters. How long is the road if a total of 16 lamp posts are to be placed along the road, including both ends? So for this problem, they've told you how many lamp posts there are. So if we take 16 lamp posts, and we know that the distance between each individual lamp post is going to be 10 meters. So that's going to be the distance between every single lamp post. And remember, we know that the number is the intervals plus 1. And they've given us a number, 16. So that means our intervals must be 15. And that means that if each interval is 15, that means that we're going to have a total of 15 times 10, which is 150 meters along both roads. Because each interval itself is 10 meters long. Let's go to our next example. In this example, we are given a road that is 120 meters long and is planted with 16 trees at regular intervals. How far is one tree from another if both ends of the road are also planted with trees? So they've given us a road, and this road is 120 meters long and is planted with 16 trees. So tree here, 16 trees. And we know that the entire road is 120 meters long. So we're simply finding how far is one tree from another. And another word for that is basically how long is each interval. And we know that the number of objects is an interval plus 1. And they've told us that it's 16 trees. Therefore, we must have 15 intervals. So how far is one tree from another if both ends of the road are also planted with trees? So with 15 intervals and 120 meters for those intervals, we simply are going to be doing 120 divided by 15, which is 8. So that's simply, we're going to be having 8 meters between each interval. So 15 intervals and 8 meters per interval. And that's how to do intervals.